Hi, hello. Hey there. I'm really excited about today. I'm gonna be playing a game that I really fucking liked as a kid. I'm gonna be playing Dragon Age 2. I'm really excited to do this because we're finally getting into the games that I played as a kid, which are, 2 and Inquisition. I've talked about it a little bit on my channel before, but I didn't actually play Inquisition or Origins until recently, which is, not ideal. I think whenever I talk to people now, I make sure to, if I'm talking to anyone about getting into a series, I'll make sure to tell them to start with the first entry and then go through them in release order. I think it's typically, there might be a couple extreme cases, but I can't think of any right now of instances when you would want to skip an entry in a series. But I was a kid, and I was sorry, there's something stuck in my throat. When I lacked much of the wisdom that I have now, I didn't really care about stuff like that, and I don't know, I didn't get into I wasn't, I was kind of aware of Dragon Age as a series, but when Origins was out, I think that was still during a time in my life when my parents were not allowing me to play role-playing games, and by the time they had let up on that, I was, I think Dragon Age 2 was out, and it was kind of like the current new thing, right? So I decided to play it. And also, I think a lot of, it had a lot of similarities to Mass Effect in how the dialogue worked and stuff like that, and I don't know. Yeah, so hello, hi, howdy. I'm just I'm doing a bit of a ramble. I came in. I was thinking yesterday, and I was thinking this morning that I kind of wanted to just have some time at the beginning of this stream to talk about random bullshit before we actually get into the game. Just because I thought it would be fun, and I've been kind of in the mood to rant or discuss things. I was partially inspired by. I've been watching a podcast by a guy called Zach the Bold. He's like a short form D&D content creator type guy, but he has this podcast where he fields questions from people about various tabletop things, but he's extremely loud. He's very animated and angry and ranty in a way that kind of connects with me. I don't know. I was watching a podcast of his, and he was kind of talking about this idea that a lot of streamers and video creator people have, where they're kind of they don't want to talk or act in a way which could be considered like abrasive or off-putting to their audience, like just by being, I don't know, like complaining or heavily criticizing something. And I was thinking about it, and yeah, I don't know, I kind of love the idea of just coming into this with a very like sincere presentation of your personality, regardless of how like weird or like loud it is. I think the idea of kind of like couching your opinions in a way to like not offend people is kind of whack. Man, I'm getting a lot of like weird thoughts today in my chat, but yeah, so oh, I wanted to talk about how much I hate fandom as a website. If you're, you know, a person who really likes role-playing games and stuff, and like, you know, researching them or looking things up about them, you're probably aware of fandom as a website. It's kind of just like the singular most like profound collection of information for games, which is kind of unfortunate, or it's really unfortunate, because the website used to be really good. Like I remember like 10 years ago, it was like this crazy thing to have like a Wikipedia but for video games, where and not even just like a Wikipedia, but like a really in-depth centralized location for game information. So it would be like, if you could think of any item in like Dark Souls or any companion in an RPG, you could find, you know, like for the items, you could find wherever any item you want is and what it does. And then, like, you know, for a companion in a role-playing game, you could get like every single instance of their dialogue within the game, or if it's a game like Dragon Age where it has like reactive, like approval type systems, you could find every point in the game where you could gain or lose approval. And so all that stuff's like super valuable, and it's the only website that was doing it, and kind of still is, honestly. But then I don't know when, but they had this like shift where all of a sudden they were putting just shit tons of ads on their website, and it just kept ramping up to the point where now if you go on fandom, it's like it's bordering on unusable. I'm just gonna pull up a page. I'm gonna do like Dragon Age 2 wiki, and then like some games have alternatives to fandom, but for the most part, fandom is just the place where it is, and I don't really know why, but because it sucks. But but yeah, there isn't really an alternative to it. So yeah, here, let me just before I. Let's go. So here we have a page of just, oh, that's great. Whatever, that's fine. So it's detected my ad blocker, and I'm gonna tell him to fuck off. This is with ad blocker, but if we look here, it's like how much this is like the relevant information here, basically. So it's like 40% of the fucking screen, and the rest of it is just like this bullshit that I have to click to make go away, or there's just ads, or ads in the middle of the page. A lot of the time they'll just play videos, like play ad videos that you can't close, that'll run in the background. But a thing I really wanted to fucking show here, because I actually found out about this today, and it was crazy. So if you go up here in the, where the link is, and if you just type in anti in front of the fandom URL, and then you press enter, you get this different page. And I don't know who runs this, which is probably for the best, because I wouldn't want them to get put on blast or anything. But if you do this, you'll get like a version of any page on fandom, but just without the ads. And if you I don't know how noticeable it is on the stream, but like these pages just run better. Like I have all these tabs open for, you know, information. When I had originally done this, having this amount of tabs open in the regular fandom was slowing my entire computer down. Like, not only were the pages themselves running slowly, but it was causing everything else on my computer to run like absolute dog shit, which was infuriating. But yeah, so that's just a little side rant about how, oh good lord, how bad fandom is as a fucking website. What's crazy, the anti-fandom thing, it's yeah, that shit was pretty life-changing for me. I hope, I don't know, I hope there's like, with all the like anti-AI sentiment and the Discord and social media sentiment that's happening, I'm kind of hoping when people start moving back toward forums and things like that, that we'll see more of like a decentralization, you know, like a breaking away from things like fandom, people just having like individual fan-run wikis for various games. I think that would be a really cool thing. I know that for Elder Scrolls, there are guys who run the, it's called the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages, or the UESP wiki, and that's like a really good thing that's basically, it's like functionally identical to the shitty fandom wikis, but presented in a format that won't assault your senses and fuck up your computer. Which also, speaking of which, this is not related to Dragon Age, but I found out this morning that apparently Chrome is installing some sort of weird like 4 gigabyte AI bloatware program bullshit thing onto users without them knowing. And if you delete it, it just reinstalls it. So, you know, if you're using Chrome like me, I've been using it for fucking 10 years or whatever, but I think it's time for me to try to figure out how to use another browser, I guess. But yeah, if you're also using Chrome, you should probably get off that shit, because it sucks. Yeah, let's see. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about before we start Dragon Age 2? I guess I could talk about, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to streaming just every day of the week on weekdays instead of doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing that I did for the past couple of weeks. And the reason why is that as I've been writing this script out for my like Dragon Age Origins review thing, I've kind of realized that I have like a larger point that I want to expand it into, and I think in order to do that effectively, to have that point be substantiated in a meaningful way, it would behoove me to go through all of the Dragon Age games within the video to kind of show how they've changed, to prove how they've changed over time in like an actual tangible way, and then also how the sentiment that people have had toward the games in this series have changed over time. So I will still be writing it as I'm going along, but I think that I probably won't be done with writing it until I've played through all of these games again, and then Veilguard, which I have yet to play. But yeah, so with that, I think it's probably time for Dragon Age 2. Like I said before, I'm very excited about this. I have quite a bit of nostalgia for this game. Even just seeing the like way the menus look kind of triggered something in me a little bit. I think I'm trying to remember, but I don't think there was a whole lot of this like art in Dragon Age Origins. I think it becomes more prevalent in 2 and Inquisition. I don't know who the illustrator is that does this art, but it's very distinct and very cool. Kind of reminds me of like medieval tapestries a little bit. Oh, I'm really glad that whatever, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna hit new game. Okay, so yeah, it just starts you with, we've got the same 3 classes as Origins. But you'll notice if you're unfamiliar with this game and you watched Origins or played it, you'll notice that this is really fucking different. Firstly, there's no race select in the character creator, and no background select of any kind, and that's because Dragon Age 2 is going in a strange and different direction than the first game. And that is making it more similar to Mass Effect. In that, in Mass Effect, you play as Commander Shepard, who is you can alter the background of them a little bit, and then you can have them, you basically get to choose one of 2 personality types for Shepard. But for the most part, Shepard is a predetermined character, and with their own set of behaviors. So if you play through Mass Effect or like The Witcher, did they come out around similar times, or did this come out after? So I'm like 99% sure that Mass Effect 1 came out and then Origins came out. Let's take a look. So they did, yeah, Mass Effect 1 came out in 2007, then Origins came out in 2009, and then Dragon Age, or Mass Effect 2 came out in 2010, and then Dragon Age 2 came out in 2011. And so the thing about that is that Mass Effect 2 was a fucking huge deal. People liked Mass Effect 1 quite a bit, but Mass Effect 2 was like massive. It fucking exploded. And this game, Dragon Age 2, was developed in a really short period of time, from my understanding. Like a year or less. So I think that coming off of the incredible popularity of Mass Effect 2, they were like, how do we change Dragon Age to be more appealing to that audience, I guess, or something to that effect. Sorry, I hit my mic. And so yeah, so they came up with this idea of having, instead of like a traditional RPG character, you play as like a set guy, a hawk, and you can pick the gender of your hawk. The voice actors do. Oh yeah, and so the other thing is that by doing this, they can kind of just, by having limiting the personality types, like the variants, having it be a more established character, they can. It's easier for them to have them be voiced. So these guys are fully voiced, which is, you know, in Origins your player character is not voiced at all. Yeah, so this game is a lot less. It's a type of role-playing game where you're playing the role of this specific guy, as opposed to playing the role of a guy you came up with. Which some people say that is like a less valid RPG experience, or that it's just like not an RPG or whatever, but I don't really agree with that. I think it's just different. It's like acting, right? Where it's like you can act as a character that you came up with, or you can act out a role that's been given to you, you know? And you can kind of like immerse yourself in like the headspace of that guy. And I definitely, you know, there's obviously like a level of abstraction. Like I'm not going to relate to Hawk as much as my weird freaky chud character in Origins, but that doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't make any of the character dynamics like less interesting inherently, but whatever. We'll get into it. I'm gonna play a mage. Both have their merits. Yeah, I agree. I need to stop. I need to stop doing that. Fuck. So we're gonna play mage, and I'm gonna do male hawk. I think a thing that's notable, or a fun thing that I want to note, because I'm not playing female hawk, and we won't be able to hear it, is that female hawk is voiced by Ciri from The Witcher, which is fun. I don't know who the voice actor for Mailhawk is. I think I looked him up on IMDb a little bit ago, and I didn't really see any roles that I recognized, but yeah, we're gonna play mage because mages are cool, and they never get to be, they very rarely get to be the main character in things. I feel like having like a rogue or a warrior is like pretty typical, but having like just a magic user be the main character is not super common. So I love being able to do that.
Gentler invitations.
I am Cassandra Pentecost, Seeker of the Chantry.
And just, what are you seeking?
The champion.
Which one?
You know exactly why I'm here! Time to start talking, dwarf. They tell me you're good at it.
I really like this lady. I love both of these characters a lot, but...
Start at the beginning.
So yeah, the way the narrative, I did... You would... Yeah, no, you're right. That's... For both of them, for sure. They're both characters that are kind of targeted at me a little bit. Oh god, look at him go. He's hitting the...
Scouts.
The way he, like, poses is really cool. It looks really, like, impactful.
Prepare yourself.
And yeah, so the narrative in this game is presented in this really cool way, where all the events of the game are being told as a story by Varric, that dwarf to Cassandra. They do some interesting things with that.
We can't keep this up forever.
Okay, so here, this pissed people off so fucking bad. That really, the people who really liked Origins. The dialogue is now the wheel from Mass Effect, basically. But the difference between Mass Effect 1, or just Mass Effect and Dragon Age, is that Dragon Age 2 will label the options that you pick very clearly. So, just like Mass Effect, the top option is the, like, good guy, nice guy option. The bottom one is a kind of assholey, aggressive option. And then the way that they expand on that system from Mass Effect in this game is that the center option is like a third personality, which is that you're like a smarmy weirdo. You're a smarmy dickhead. So I'm going to be playing a smarmy dickhead because I think it's pretty funny, and they do some interesting things with it later.
Perhaps we'll be lucky and they'll run out of darkspawn.
Here they come. Shall I give them a taste of my blade?
No, it's me.
Allow me.
This isn't the Hawks Brothers show. I'm gonna miss the ladder. Yeah, me too. I should get like a... I should talk to someone about getting some sort of ladder emote. Ooh. And that actually gave me a really splendid idea for a channel alert. Like a follower audio alert type thing. Alright, so we've got Ogre. I remember these guys from the first game. Oh, one thing you might notice is that the Darkspawn look like a little different. I don't know. That's another thing that people were really fucking making a huge deal out of when this game first came out, and then they've kind of just like made it a ritual where every game the graphics are updated and the Darkspawn look a little bit different, and then the people kind of ritualistically freak out about it. I don't know. They look fine in this game. They look the same. I can't really tell any meaningful difference between them and the way they look in Origins.
Bullshit. That's not what really happened.
Does that not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
I'm not interested in stories. I came to hear the truth.
Well, what makes you think I know the truth?
Don't lie to me. You knew him even before he became the champion.
Even if I did, I don't know where he is now.
Do you have any idea what's at stake here?
Let me guess. Your precious chantry's fallen to pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war. And you need the one person who could help you put it back together.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to him, tell me everything you know.
You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go?
Not at all.
You'll need to hear the whole story.
I love that pose, the fucking contemplative pose. So yeah, that's the thing that makes the narrative really, or the narrative like gimmick really fun, is that Varric is this type of dude who will just lie and say nonsense. So he'll sometimes tell the story of the game in a kind of like wrong or weird way. Oh yeah, so the character creator is still in here. Like, you know, you can totally fuck with how Hawk looks, but the thing is, like, no matter how much you change him, he's always gonna have the same like voice, and also the presets and the way that you can customize the character aren't ever going to look as like detailed and carefully made as like this, you know? Like you can't apply this hair or this beard to any of the presets, so it's like I don't know. He also just like looks good, and since it's not me or a character I'm coming up with I feel like just having him look like the default is good. And then same with the name. We'll just keep it the same. And then here's where I can import my save from Origins for all my choices and such. I've heard that they don't come up a lot in this, but I'm really excited to see if anything different happens, or I guess like if I notice references to the first game, because I wouldn't have before when I played it. And yeah, I'm gonna start on normal, and we'll see how it goes.
The Blight have been unleashed on Ferelden. Darkspawn poured out of the wilds, clashing against the army at the ruins of Ostagar. The battle was a disaster. King Cailan died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted general. Unopposed, the Horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village burned, and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
I think it's a really fun idea for them to have the main character of this game come from the like nothing, no-name shithole village that gets unceremoniously overrun with Darkspawn in Origins.
I think that's all of them.
For the moment, Maker save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
At least we're alive. That's no small feat.
Yes, you're right.
We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at me? I've been running since Ostagar.
Not to interrupt, but the Blight's not going to wait while we stand here pointing fingers.
Please, listen to your brother.
Then let's go. Lead on.
Oh, what the fuck? I don't remember you. Dog. I have dog. Alright. I have a shit ton of DLC quests that are being put into my journal right now. We've got potions. Oh look, they added a potion for warriors and rogues and stuff. Can I hold tab to look at all the interactables again? So for the most part, this game just like feels like it plays the same as Origins. I guess the animations are like a little more refined, but oh, there's a take all shortcut now. Yes, that's so fucking good. The game has changed. Yeah, I could just press R. That'll really encourage my terrible habit of not looking at what I'm picking up until way after I've done it. Okay, let's level up. Alright, so we've got the attributes. Okay, so if I have if I have 3 points, it bothers me that my cunning is 11 and not like 10, but that's fine. I'll just leave it uneven. And I could go 14-14, but I feel like I should do it like this, or just do 16 magic. We'll see how that feels. And then this is basically the same, it's just that like it's in skill trees instead of being like categories. There's also a lot less of them than Origins, but it's, I don't know. I feel like they're still pretty different. So the first time around I fucked with creation and entropy the most. Is entropy the same in this? I've got sleep. Yeah, these all look mostly the same. And then, let's see, we've got primal. This is like stone magic, it seems like. Stone and electricity. And then elemental, which is like fire and ice. These trees are quite small, though. That is kind of... This is very... Like much, much smaller than the first game for sure. And then yeah, this is spirit. So they're kind of like the schools are the same in their theming, but they just have way less actual skills in them. I do think that this system of adding like modifiers onto skills you already have is really good, because in Origins I had like 800 skills, but even with all of the willpower I had, I would cast 3 or 4 of them and then just be completely out of mana. So every time I level up, I'm like getting new skills, but at a point I'm like good with the ones that I already have. I don't really need like more of them, right? But being able to spend level ups on these like things that modify skills I already have, like evolve them in some ways, like pretty neato. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna stick mostly to creation this time, because yeah, it still has haste. I feel like haste is always super busted in these games.
Wait, where are we going?
Forward.
Away from the Darkspawn, where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
Why not? That was literally the thought that I had.
So long as we wander aimlessly away from the Horde, I'm happy.
We can go to Kirkwall.
Well, that wouldn't be my first choice.
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother. I know that, but we still have family there, and an estate. Then we need to get to Guarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
Can't we talk about
One change that I think is really weird, and I'm not a fan of, is having the dialogue wheel not tell you the entire line that you're gonna say. That's kind of like an infamous problem with a lot of these. Mass Effect has that sometimes. Like, I don't really see why they would need to do that.
You will not have him!
Oh my god.
They will not have you. Not while I breathe.
As a kid, I remember me and my friends used to joke around a lot. We used to reference those two lines all the time. Like her saying they will not, you will not have him, and then like 2 seconds later saying they will, basically the same line again. They will not have you.
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Wesley.
The Order dictates.
Oh yeah, and also that line, him just saying that
Here they
2
saved
times in a
us.
row.
The Maker understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valenne. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
I don't know, you're pretty impossible to hate.
A strange time to be hunting apostates. His fellows left with the Chantry priests.
I was traveling to Denerim on business for the Order, but I had to turn south when I heard of Ostagar.
Bad luck and judgment brought us together here before the attack.
The nice Templar has been convinced to postpone his hunt for illegal mages. So let's not dwell upon it, shall we?
Wise
Oh yeah,
girl.
I found myself falling back into my muscle memory of playing these games, but a change about the dialogue that I do really like is that, and Mass Effect does this, is that all of the right options precede the dialogue forward, and all of the left options are like questions that won't make the dialogue advance, which I think is really cool because I like to maximize the amount of optional dialogue that I can get in conversations, and in Origins and games like it, it's hard to tell when a question will make the conversation move forward and when it's just like asking a question. And then, you know, that kind of sucks in a situation where you have like 5 different questions and 4 of them are like just count as getting additional information, and then one of them is like an advancing question, and then you pick the advancing one without knowing it first or something like that, and then you get fucked out of the other ones.
You're quick to offer your allegiance.
Another blade between us and the Darkspawn? Yes, please.
So long as the Horde is their first concern.
My duty is clear, but that is for another day, if we are granted that opportunity.
We will be fine. We all will.
For a while, it looked like we were the only ones to escape the Darkspawn.
We aren't free of them yet. You didn't see Ostagar. This is just the start.
You were there. Yes, I see it now. 3rd Company, under Captain Varel.
Then you saw how the whole of the army was defeated.
We fell to betrayal, not the Darkspawn. This arm of the Horde will not have the same advantage.
The wrath of the Templars is terrible indeed.
More so their wives. But as long as there is a greater danger, you and I have an accord.
She did beat the shit out of that Darkspawn with
For now,
like
we
her
move
bare
with you.
hands.
North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south, that's no way out.
If the options are south or die, I'll take my chances with south.
Oh, and I think the tendency that you have to pick a particular type of option with Hawk will determine situations like that where like I didn't pick an option but he said something. He'll say like one of 3 things based off of the options that you tend to pick, which I think is cool. And then it also changes the like combat barks and things like that. obviously the bad thing about that is it sort of punishes you for picking, like, for changing the options that you pick. Sort of pushes you into picking one type of option. But I think in a game like this, or Mass Effect where you're playing a pre-established character, it's not that cumbersome because you're sort of just like picking the consistent tone that that character has, which does have benefits to it. Alright, Bethany, we're gonna give you 1414 and probably some sort of offensive magic. Oh, can she not do primal? That's kind of funny. Do that. And then you will do strength. Strength seems good. Measures resistance to effects like being knocked back. Oh, okay. So yeah, so warriors in these games are like strength maxing super hard. I shouldn't say that. Strength maxing. What are you? You're like a two-handed guy, right? Do you have any skills? What is this? Pommel strike. Are these like the crowd control ones? Stun, yeah, okay. Taunt. And then what's Battle Master? Are these are like buffs. Like champion, and then I'm guessing defender is, you know, it's like a shit ton of defensive passives. And then there's Vanguard. What is this? Oh, it's like DPS. And then two-handed. Oh, because so he just doesn't have like the sword and shield skills at all, because he's like a two-handed type guy, I guess. I mean, I probably want him to be tankier, because I'm gonna need all of my warriors to be doing that. So we'll just go with that. I don't think wait. Yeah, I did technically have a choice here, but I'm sort of just thinking ahead, like planning for how I want their builds to be, because I have no idea if and when the game will present me with like a respecking tool or whatever. He likes to firmly grasp it with both hands. Indeed.
And here we go again. I will not die today.
I love pressing R to take everything. I used my Mind Blast, but it didn't appear to do anything. That healing animation's kind of cool. Oh wow, they made it even more like an MMO. The bottom of the screen is like my experience bar. That makes it kind of satisfying. I do love that bar. Ooh, in this one the bodies disappear instead of turning into skeletons, they just turn into piles of money.
I'm not sure we can survive much more of this.
Oh, we'll be fine. Where is... Oh, wait, can I like, I was kind of wondering if I could like pull up like a big map to show where we are in relation to Lothering. I think one complaint people had with the gameplay of this game is that it's like much easier than Dragon Age Origins. But if you're familiar with my opinions on the combat in that game, then you will be unsurprised to hear that I am a big fan of how easy this game is compared to Origins. Because for the most part, I'm just here for the talking to people.
Before they regroup, we must press towards the wilds.
Locked chest. Oh, cool, wow. So they're very clear about telling you what the cap is for cunning in terms of what, like difficulty thresholds. And then, yeah, I remember this. Whenever you get, like, codex entries, it'll just pop it onto your screen so you can read it here instead of having to remember to go find it. How long does this take place after Origins? So this is taking place, like, during. Sorry, I got, like, a emergency alert on my phone. It scared the shit out of me. This is taking place during Origins right now. So Hawk and his family are from Lothering, which was, if you remember, it was like the first town that you go to in Origins, and you meet Liliana and Sten. And that, when the Blight was coming through, they like completely wiped out Lothering really early in the game. So this is taking place like right as that is happening. And that's why they're, Hawk and his family are fleeing from Lothering. And since, you know what? Since the codex entries pop up on the screen, I think I may just read all of them. Also, this game is not nearly as long as Origins, so it won't really slow things down at all. It won't make things drag out too long, I don't think. So yeah, the Kokari Wilds. Oh, I'm kind of curious if these... Should have read more of the Origins codexes so that I would know if these are like different. But anyway. It is said that in the midst of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers that kept every farmholder indoors and a hound on every doorstep, the powerful Arl of the Almari people stood and declared that he would put an end to the threat. His Arling stood on the border of the Dark Forest on the southern border of the Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest to launch their midnight assaults on humanity. For 20 years, this Arl led an army of warriors and hounds deep into the forest, and in his hunt for the werewolves he slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the chastened wilder folk. Any one of them, he said, could harbor a demon inside, and thus be a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years the forest rang with screams, and the rivers ran red. The tales say that an old chastened woman found her sons all dead at the Arl's blades. She pulled one of those very blades from one son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the Arl's name as she did so. Where her blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise. It spread and spread until it was everywhere in the forest. The Arl's army became lost, and it is said that they died there. Others say they wander still. The ruins of his Arling stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women waiting eternally for their husbands to return. The forest of the legend is, of course, the Kokari Wilds. There are as many legends about the great southern forest as there are shadows, or so the saying goes. The chastened wilder folk have made their home there since mankind first came to these lands, and the wild lands spread as far into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mists are vast tracts of snow, white-capped mountains, and entire fields of ice. It is a land too cold for mankind to survive, yet the chastened eke out an existence even there, and they tell of horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folk could not begin to comprehend. To most, Ferelden simply ends with the Kukari wilds. There is nothing beyond. The wilds is a land of great trees, wet marshes, and dangerous monsters. What more need to be said? And then it attributes this entry from Land of the Wilders by Mother Alis, Chantry Scholar, in the year 918 of the Dragon Age. I really like a cool thing that the Dragon Age Codex does is that it attributes all of the Codex entries to specific pieces of work. So depending on where it comes from, it'll like flavor the description of whatever it's talking about. So like if you get like a chantry writing about the Dalish elves or something like that, it might be kind of like tinged with the bias that the chantry would have toward talking about the Dalish and like kind of avoiding like referencing specific things that the church has like eliminated from their records, which I think is like a really cool way of kind of reinforcing the world building and the different cultural perspectives that are in this world. What's that ogre?
Make her give me strength.
This guy's a chump, so should be fine, right? Oh.
Bethany!
I'm sure she's fine. I could probably just heal her, right?
What a surprise!
Oh. Excellent. That ogre was indeed a chump. I'm thinking about the codexes, and I'm also interested in what you guys think who are watching it. So if you have any input on whether or not you want me to read out all of the codex entries, let me know.
Bethany, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
I'm sorry, mistress. Your daughter is gone.
No. These things will not take Bethany.
Maybe we should grieve when we're safe?
Don't speak to me of grief. This is your fault. How could you let her charge off like that? Oh, my poor little girl. My sweetheart.
Maybe not all of them, but any you want to would be cool. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if I see one that's on a topic that I'm particularly into, I'll give it a read.
Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young woman a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace she has found in eternity.
And she died so hard.
I will never forget you, Bethany.
At least Father will have company now.
Flames. We're too late.
I love their like their stupid demeanor. I wonder, is there a button for selecting all of
There's
them?
no end to them.
The way they just fucking stand there and... Dragon. I forget, are these Darkspawn also sentient, or are these ones... Oh, I guess since at this point in time they would not be, so we don't have to worry about that. Also, holy fuck.
Well, well. What have we here?
Hey Flemeth, you look a little different.
It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
Impressive. Where'd you learn how to turn into a dragon?
Perhaps I am a dragon. If so, count yourself lucky. The smell of burning darkspawn does nothing for the appetite. If you wish to flee the darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction.
So you're just going to leave us here?
I don't remember her looking like that.
And why not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
Dude, I want to shapeshift into a dragon.
You can show me that trick of yours. That looks useful.
I dare say it is. Such a clever tongue for a mage. Tell me, clever child, how do you intend to outrun the Blight?
We're going to Kirkwall, in the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? My, but that is quite the voyage you plan. So far, simply to flee the Darkspawn.
Any better suggestions? I hear the deep roads are vacant now.
They most definitely are not.
Oh, you I like. Hurtled into the chaos you fight, and the world will shake before you. Is it fate or chance? I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
There must be a catch.
There is always a catch. Life is a catch. I suggest you catch it while you can.
Should we even trust her? We don't even know what she is.
Shut up, dork.
I know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth, Asha Belinar, an old hag who talks too much. Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
I'm looking over at the audio levels, and yeah, let me know if the game is perhaps too quiet or if I'm too loud compared to the game, because it is looking a little low.
What is a Witch of the Wilds exactly?
A chastened legend. Witches that steal children.
Bah, as if I had nothing better to do.
Then you're an apostate.
Yes. We
Sounds
have
good.
so
That's
much
good.
in common.
You would go through all that trouble to have something delivered?
I have
an appointment to keep. It is far more convenient this way. Happily, you're not without your own needs.
How much trouble will this delivery be, exactly?
About as much trouble as my saving your lives not 5 minutes ago.
Good point.
If you knew my daughter, you'd know how seldom I hear that.
Should we trust her?
Wesley is injured. We'll never escape the Darkspawn.
If you need to, leave me behind.
I think he's a little more than injured.
I said I would drag you out if I had to, and I meant it.
Roast a few more Darkspawn, I'll do anything you want.
Sadly, my charity is at an end. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marathari. Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full.
You got it.
Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
You lie!
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
What are you talking about?
From the Darkspawn. All that blood. I knew when it happened.
Yeah, you shouldn't have kept your mouth open.
You?
Not long now, if I am any judge.
This corruption is the permanent sort, I take it.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Ooh. Alistair and that other chuckle fuck.
Aveline, listen to me.
You can't ask me this. I won't.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
So I do like how in situations like this where you're kind of like making a binary, like you're making an actual choice for an outcome, it drops the like personality thing. So it's not like any particular like alliance, like a choice of like siding with someone or like how you'll solve something is like tied to any of the personalities, so you're not like locked into it by picking a certain one. It's this it's just like, you know, free form, which I think is cool.
He's your husband, Aveline. I can't decide his fate.
Be strong, my love.
God, she really is just insanely strong. The way she can gently and easily slide that knife all the way through that dude's plate mail.
Without an end, there can be no peace. It gets no easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me, then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a manner of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you. The witch kept her word and got them to Guaran, where they took ship.
God, these look so good.
They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate. And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the City of Chains.
City of Chains is not
Long ago it was part of the
a
Imperium.
good
Slaves
sounding
coming from far and wide to work
name
the quarries.
for a city.
Now, it's a free city. But I use the word loosely.
It's no surprise it was
Sail
part
through those
of the
black cliffs and
fucking
you'll see what the
Tevinter
slaves of
Imperium.
old saw. The gallows, welcoming you.
What a jolly place.
That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
I like how kind of weird that ship design is. I don't think I've ever seen a boat with like a sail on it in that way. Dude, the Imperium is fucking crazy. I've got a brutalist brown architecture and just tons of really grand statues of slaves.
What? That can't be. It's true. Look at them all.
We're not even allowed in.
Are we really surprised? Everyone's fleeing the Blight. Just as we are.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
It is definitely believable.
I'm only surprised they let us dock.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter.
The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
Hawk is some sort of fancy lad. Oh yeah, it looks like that time I got like a journal, I got a codex entry. I got a few codex entries that didn't pop up. So it's not like everyone, it's just like some of them that get brought to the center of your screen whenever you pick them up. Talking about Darkspawn and Apostates. These are all things that we're kind of familiar with. Bethany Hawk died horrifically. Got Flemeth. And then Garrett. Our guy Garrett Hawk. Okay, and then perhaps... So I need to be level 7 to get haste. Oh, and I need heroic aura also. So yeah, let's do that while we're at it. And then you're just a strength kind of guy. Taunt's good. Let's do taunt. And then for Aveline, oh well, actually kind of in this situation, because she's like a sword and shield person, so I feel like she's like better for, she already has taunt. And we'll probably just, she's gonna like stick to these trees. Ooh, and she has this special one over here. The character specific one. And then I think these are passives based off of approval, sort of like the Origins ones, but they're more fleshed out in the, there's like if your approval with certain companions is like exceptionally low, it triggers like special cutscenes and they get this like passive and stuff, which is pretty cool. I don't really know. I honestly kind of like all of the companions in this game, so I don't think I necessarily want to be like rivals with any of them, but we'll see how it turns out. And I guess we'll do... So these are kind of like... immune to critical hits. Immune to flanking. Those both seem fucking insane. Damage resistance, resilience. And I think from these, she kind of only needs like these two. Yeah, we'll go with the shield thing. I'll go ahead and make a full save. And I got some Aveline approval, which is cool.
Our ship is already left. How are we supposed to leave?
Get back to the crowd, you lot. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows.
God,
is it a prison?
Crowd din is so loud.
Back in the Imperial days, they kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
Wait, really?
Are mages imprisoned here?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't hurt anyone.
Pay no mind to my big staff that I carry around.
If it were up to me, I'd
wait, I actually don't think it's on my... Is that him? No, it's not.
Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort
These
you
two
all out.
British.
Most of you are getting right back on your ships there.
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the
He might be in here eventually.
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted, but he's sure never taken that chance.
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Excellent. You guys are so friendly. And then, yeah, I guess I'm...
Why don't they open their bloody gates?
Tell me, how did your family escape Lothering? Almost everyone who hadn't fled.
My brother. If he wasn't with us, I don't think we'd be here.
But you seem quite skilled as well.
I'm not my brother.
What does that mean? So you're really just gassing me up? Because the tone of that is a little different.
Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
God, that guy's face is all sorts of fucked up.
There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
The guard said differently.
One of the guards said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we've got family here.
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
Ooh, so in this situation, I have this little purple diamond thing, which means that this is a like special dialogue option that I get to pick because I'm like the sufficiently sarcastic Hawk. So there's ones for like aggressive and then diplomatic, the good guy one too.
If you find our uncle, Gamlen Amel, you might just have a few less refugees bothering you.
Gamlen? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlen I know is a weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here. That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
Oh, don't do that. Oh, I forgot to summon my dog. So what is Heroic Aura in this? Oh cool, it's just like a passive buff to everyone's attack and defense. Pretty fucking strong. Oh, there's so many guys here. I remember in the console version of this game, the combat feels very different because you basically just like hold down a button to do auto attacks. So we were, you know, not clicking on enemies or anything like that, like you are in this.
Unbelievable.
Captain, are you all right?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamlen must still be looking for us.
And if he's not?
Don't look now, but I think that's our man.
Leandra.
That definitely looks like a nobleman to me.
Gamlen.
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlen. We came too late. My darling Bethany didn't make it. Dressed to guide her.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop
Man,
this on
Hawk's
me
mom
here.
looks kind of like
I don't know if I can
insane.
help you get in.
I didn't really think about it, but it's like, I don't know, Hawk looks like he must be at least like 35 or something. Like, these are two very full-grown men, and she still looks like she's like, I don't know, 50 or something.
Would it help if I said you were my favorite uncle?
It'd make me feel better, but that's about it. I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone.
Oh.
To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
You are a gambling loser.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us.
I am blighted helping.
This hits a little close to home.
From people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamlen, how could you?
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll all work out.
Oh, Lowtown. Yeah, it sounds
Do
sick.
we need to stay in Kirkwall? Let's go to another city.
This was my home. I can't believe they won't let me come back.
Damn, you grew up here?
Every city on the coast's been hip-deep in Ferelden since the Blight. You could try your luck further inland, I suppose, but it won't be easy.
We're not putting Mother through that. We came here. We're staying here.
It's not like super clearly stated. Like they kind of like allude to it a couple times, but I like how Kirkwall is not in Ferelden. Like this is a different country altogether. It's part of the Free Marches, which honestly I don't really remember much about them. I think they're kind of like when Shartan and Shartan and Andraste were like liberating all that land from the Tevinter Imperium, and then they like stopped. I think this is land that's in between the Imperium and Ferelden that like didn't actually become Ferelden. It developed into its own thing.
Let's hear it, Uncle. What do you have in mind?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your brother will have to work off the debt. For a year.
That's not...
A year?
It's not too
It's
bad.
the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
Yeah, so what's a year?
I'm sure we'll be free and clear before we know it.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Thenril, I guess you might call her a smuggler.
What kind of smuggling?
Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What do you think, brother?
What do you think about this, Carver?
What can I say? Better here than nowhere.
Tell me about this smuggling.
How dangerous is this smuggler's work?
Well, it won't be pretty working for her. She's a pretty small fish compared to some of the other thieves' guilds around here. But she's tough, she's fair, and she never deals in slaves or flesh.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like?
Oh. Loading. Oh no. Don't die. Don't die on me, video game. Come on. This is mysterious. I've never seen such a thing. I hope it's not like crashing. Oh, I can't pause. I can't. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it like another minute, and then if it hasn't loaded, I'm just gonna restart the game. Fuck. Yeah, this is such a weird, because it's not like, it hasn't like crashed or like soft locked or anything like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to pull the plug. Hopefully it doesn't put me too far back. Let's see. Yeah, this autosave. I hope this was after I fought those guys. Oh no. Oh, it put me so far back. Oh, that's devastating. That's not that bad, but... Damn, indeed. Can I move these? Please? I could move them before. Do I need to, like, shift click them? Maybe I can't move them because I'm engaged in combat. Son of a bitch. Well, that's not unheard of in the space of these games. Honestly, the only reason it wasn't happening to me all the time in Origins was because I had gotten like an unofficial patch to prevent it from happening.
Don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in. Not quite. I know some... Well, I didn't expect your blasting...
We're not putting Mother through that.
Let's...
It's the best I could do. Either one of them can help.
What can I say?
But she's tough, she's fair, and she never deals in slave...
What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner.
Okay, there we
anything,
go.
But he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlen, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Oh, it's fine.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
There we go. Wasn't that bad. Okay, so I've got Mirren and the other person. And then I have this like tiny dock area. I don't think there will be much that I can... Yeah, there isn't really any exploring that we can be doing. I'll go talk to the smugglers first, because I don't mind smuggling as long as it's not, you know, fucking people or whatever.
Are you a Fenril?
He must be Gamlen's nephew. Interesting.
Do you just have a dog, or is it a familiar kind of creature?
Told us a great deal about you.
I don't know. I don't know if he functions in combat or if he's just there, but he...
Provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
He doesn't have a health bar. I think he might just like do a little damage, like, or he auto attacks or something. I think it's something that I got either from one of the random... I have like the edition of the game that includes all the DLC, so it might be like a throwaway DLC or something that they gave me as like a bonus item for having Dragon Age Origins, like save data or something like that.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I can be honest.
It is kind of
We
weird.
don't compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep our fingers in a lot of pots. That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game.
Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me.
Begging and taking your pick never went hand in hand.
Beggars can't be
I hear
choosers.
getting us into the city isn't cheap.
If you're as good as your uncle claims, we're hoping you'll be worth it. After all, it's not every day we're offered an apostate's services.
You know I'm a mage, how can you tell?
I didn't realize Gamlen had told you that.
Did you see me
The
throw a
Templars
fireball in the
like to think they
fucking
have all mages
town
properly
square or
leashed,
whatever?
But when has that ever been true? We can keep them from taking notice while you're with us. Wouldn't be the first time.
That sounds pretty cool.
How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He owes us after that last big idea. If you turn out, though, we'll consider things even.
It sounds good.
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the Gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
Just have to get some money from a guy who owes money. I guess you could call that a shakedown, perhaps. But also, he's like a friend of the Templars, so I don't really mind shaking him down.
Mirren.
Huh. So you're Hawk, the nephew. Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his ass.
Nah, I'm the real deal.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Right. You're not a marcher like your uncle. The Red Iron is well known in these parts. We pick who we work for and keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
Big and tough and strong.
Makes sense.
All I know is if we join the company, I'm going to start talking like that.
Shut up, dork.
Getting us into the city will take a lot of coin.
Did I mention the Red Iron gets paid pretty well? Not to mention your uncle said you were a mage. We're willing to pay for that.
I can't believe he said that.
Does everyone know about us?
You're not in the circle yet? Then probably not. You stick with us. You'll be safe. For a year, at least.
I also like how Hawk and his sister are both apostates, as opposed to being circle mages.
My uncle doesn't seem the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
He doesn't. Gamlen cheated one of my men at a wallet match. You turn out, we'll call it even.
Alright, what do you want?
I'm ready to prove myself.
Noble bastard named Friedrich is here in the gallows. Gave us bad info. Almost killed my men. Now he's hiding out here, waiting for a ship. He sees us coming, he'll run for shore. But he doesn't know you.
What was that dude? That dude behind him, like,
we'll make sure no
he did like a
one
little
asks
like jump, like a lurch forward, like he was trying to punk me out or something. It was kind of odd. Alright, motherfucker, pay up.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Oh yeah, this guy's like a real piece of shit.
Done.
But
Now then, what can I do for you, Sarah?
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
She didn't
yes,
seem
of course.
very happy with the deal you made.
What am I supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
You mean people like us?
Of course. My apologies. My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
I believe you owe your business partners something.
Oh, I see.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Ethenril sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
Oh, I could call in. Yeah, let's hear the Aveline assist.
Care to step in here?
Only because this toad deserves it.
Oh, get him.
You have a choice. Pay, or I beat it out of you and your men.
I really thought she was just gonna stab him.
Just take what's in
That
the
would have
chest.
been so
Take
good.
it all. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
Whatever, dweeb.
All set.
Man, Aveline is great.
You could have given us something more challenging.
Will you look at that? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
Excellent. I lost those incredible 2 sovereigns that I got. Okay, what are we doing here? So we need 3 points in here. And I'm level 4, so I have like a few levels before I'll be able to get haste. Is there like a... I guess I should think about like a offensive type magic or crowd control at least. I wonder if any of these do damage. Okay, so this one definitely does, but for the most part these are not. Entropy spells aren't damaging. I could fuck with Primal. Primal seems kind of cool. I could do like Stone Fist and Tempest. I don't really give a fuck about Arcane. It's got like Barrier and it's like cool, but I'm not. And then the Spirit is like necromancy type stuff, but it's not like summons, it's just like blowing corpses up and sucking guys off for health increases. I do like ice magic, so I could get some like elemental pardon. Yeah, you know, like Death Siphon replenishes vitality by consuming entropic energy from nearby corpses. So, you know, you suck off all the corpses and then you gain health for it. You what, guys? Well, I don't do that. That's not my specialization, but that's like a, you know, you could do that. Oh, let's look at the dog. Yeah, it looks like the dog does do like some attacking. Am I sure? Yeah, I mean, like, so far I only have, like, creation magic, you know, so... Have not invested anything, into sucking guys off so far, yet. I like the flavor of entropy. I like making dudes fall asleep. That's pretty neat. So I'm kind of stuck between these two. Or these two. Let's see. I'm not like too crazy about rock magic. It might be nice to have some spells that actually do damage. Even if it's just like these two. Fuck it. I'm gonna get these. Everyone else can do damage. I want to do weird shit. This one seems busted, so let's do this. Well played. Thank you. Alright, Gamlin.
Any luck?
Was there ever any doubt?
I'll speak to Ethenril and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
He has got like a weaselly sound to his voice.
We're here to stay, at least for a while.
He has like a worm tongue kind of thing going on.
No more running for our lives unless we really have to.
If only Bethany were here with us.
And Wesley.
Don't think about that.
Well, we're off to a fantastic start. Let's see what else this city has in store.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Kirkwall was the champion's home now.
So at this point, we're
So he
after
remained,
the
paying off his debt,
events
made
of
a
the
name
first
for
game.
himself in the underworld. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
So we skipped forward an entire year. I've worked off that debt by now. Oh, she looks really friendly.
No. Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
Look, we know you're going into the deep roads. You'll need to hire the best, and we're...
No! You're too late. Already done.
The money from this trip could fix
I'm
everything.
yellow now.
You need us. We fought Darkspawn.
Look, Precious. I don't care if you tore the horns off an ogre with your bare hands.
I did do that.
You make him understand. We're running from your bloody Templars.
What do you mean, my Templars?
My brother has a point. It's on his head, but it's still valid.
Very good.
Oh, thanks
Owned.
for that.
Get owned.
So what about it, Bertrand? We're just what you need.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
I'm not a Fereldo,
Well,
though.
Back to waiting for someone to turn us in.
You can relax. After all, the Templars dogging us are mine.
Did I sound that bad? Maker, I'm turning into Gamlen. Gamlen? He's got a head for this garbage. Maybe he can talk to Bertrand. He knows some people. After last week, we need all the coin and influence we can get.
You catch more flies with honey. But Gamlen's bullshit could work too.
Well, he did get us into the city, right? What else can we do? We're losing ground, and I don't fancy waking up in the gallows.
Hey!
Classic. just fucking shoot him.
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you.
Did you hit him in the shoulder?
You don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work.
Christ alive.
Off you go.
There's no blood. Did he like...
How do you do? Varric Tethras, at your service.
Good God.
I apologize for Bertrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would?
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you.
Look at this
He would
fucking
never
guy.
admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're part of Bertrand's venture.
That's right. The deep roads wouldn't normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary. You've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. The coterie has been squeezing smugglers out left and right, and the only group to survive owes it all to you two. The name Hawk is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
You must have heard of my brother as well, then.
A little, yes. But it is you they speak most of, Nasser.
That figures.
Your brother
Yeah, it's because I'm
is certainly welcome
sick
to
and
join
you're a
us by all
dork.
means,
But
I'll leave that in your hands.
it's neither
I'm
here nor
going.
there.
Without this expedition, we won't last out the year.
You're going awfully far out of your way just to hire another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition.
Can't believe he just leaves his shirt completely open like that.
Not with me there to vouch for you.
Your brother doesn't seem like the sort who's willing to split profits.
My brother is many things, but he is not stupid. Far better to share the profits than be trapped in a tide with 1,000 darkspawn between you and the exit. Trust me, he'll come around.
Why would you stick your neck out for a complete stranger?
I'd rather take a chance on someone with your reputation than head into the deep roads unprepared. And besides, we'd be your partners. I'm willing to give a little trust if you are.
I hope there's more to this, like how I'm supposed to get that much coin together.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
Come on. The dwarf makes some sense. No offense.
What?
Look,
Why'd you say it like
started
that?
this, and it's a good idea. Certainly better than
The
ending up in the guard.
dwarf.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
There might be nothing down there except darkspawn and rubble. How can you be sure we'll make a profit?
Well, Bartrand isn't grasping at strings. He's operating on some good information. Some of the deep roads are so old, even the dwarves have forgotten them. We just need to get down there. Then Bartrand will lead the way. You and I will be there to handle problems.
It sounds so easy.
What makes you so certain you'll be useful to me?
I know everyone in this city worth knowing. I can help you find the jobs you need, and if you don't need me for that, there's always Bianca.
You named your crossbow.
And why not? She's a beauty. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
What's to stop you from taking my investment and running?
You'll be traveling with the expedition, and I'll be at your side. If I cross you, you'll be the first one to know, and I'll be the last.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
You're asking for a guarantee? I don't know that I can give you one. Look, I know the Templars have been asking questions. How terrible would it be to get out of the city for a while?
That's an excellent
If this
point.
works out, you'll be wealthy enough that the Order won't be able to touch you. You need the coin, and I need your help. We need each other. I can't make it sound better than that.
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job, and you'll have the money in no time.
Sure, easy. But maybe Aveline's got some bounties out. She joined the city guard, right?
We should talk.
Oh, she's a fucking cop now? I guess she's not a Templar,
I'll be
so
there when I'm not with you.
it's not.
Now,
It's fine.
let's go see
City
what
guard
trouble
might be
we can
fine.
stir up. Ah, Hightown, where the rich go to piss their money away. This really is the best place in Kirkwall.
Alright, Carver. Become stronger. And then, I guess, we'll do, like, the two-handed skills are probably cool for you. And then for Varric, we'll do, like, I mean, I think I want his cunning to be kind of maxed out so that he can open as many chests as possible. And then you're like a ranged guy. So I probably don't need or want you to be doing sneak attacks. Okay, this is like crowd control, saboteur type stuff. Oh, his thing isn't like bow and arrow, it's just Bianca. That's kind of cool. Even if it's just a change in the name and not the skills. Okay, so subterfuge is definitely like sneak attacks and shit like that. Stealth moves to the ally's side. Okay, so these are also sneaky based, but they're like support, like character control type stuff. And then these are specialist, precision, power for stun. Okay, so these are like, this seems like a kind of more straightforward like DPS tree. And then his special tree is probably just extra ranged skills or whatever. Yeah, I don't need you to do stun. So getting these are probably smart. Man, Carver fucking hates me just by default. Okay, so I've got 2 quests over there. I think I know Sebastian. I do recognize that name.
Pardon me.
So we'll go check out that one first. Oh, and I should do like another quick save here.
Have you seen a dog?
Sebastian, stop this madness. The Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the Free Marches to hide.
Ooh, he's Scottish.
This is murder.
No. What happened to my family was murder.
Oh, the goddamn Chanter's board. A grave crime was committed against all free-thinking men and women in the Free Marches. The ruling Vale family in Starkhaven, my family, was brutally murdered down to the youngest babe in arms. This massacre was carried out by members of the Flint Mercenary Company. I hereby offer a bounty on the head of each Flint Company soldier in the Kirkwall vicinity. Prince Sebastian Vale. Alright. I don't know why the Chantry is so upset about that. It's just killing murderers.
A lot of candles for the dead in there. Seems like a waste of wax.
I mean, like...
Junior, it's eerie how much resemblance there is between you two.
We're brothers. What's eerie about that?
Oh, you thought I meant Hawk. I was talking about Gamlin.
Maker, I hate you, dwarf.
Everyone's fucking on Carver. I'd feel bad for him if he wasn't such a insufferable dweeb. So far.
My, those weapons look sharp.
Okay, so yeah, I want to go over there. I don't remember the mini map, if there was one in Origins being this detailed. But this is pretty helpful.
Hawk, long time no see, my friend.
Well, if it isn't worthy. The dwarf with the incredibly ironic name.
I only advertise the truth. You aren't still working for Athenril, are you? Your year must be up by now.
Still trying to ferret out everyone's business, I see.
Of course. How else do you expect a dwarf to make a living? I'll tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
Alright, we've got rune crafting. So it looks like you kind of just spend money to make runes in this. And then there are these, resource varieties. I'm guessing based off of how limited they are, they're probably not consumables, but they're just like thresholds for unlocking. So like every lyrium you get lets you unlock the recipes that would require more of it. And then, same with like dragon's blood and stuff like that. What was the... Oh, okay, so this is the main quest. I wonder if we should... Can I like... I want to get like a area map so I can see where I can go. Okay, here we go. Change maps. Oh, select. Oh, so there's Kirkwall Day, and then there's also Kirkwall Night. And then there's the camp. So I guess certain things are only triggerable during night and things like that. And then I have some markers for the quests I already have, and then so if I'm looking here, I'm guessing I can probably fast travel to these once I've actually gotten to them, like physically. Ooh, I think this is a DLC shop that I can go to. Like it sells stuff in the game with like in-game currency, but it was a thing that you unlocked through getting a DLC. And then the Hanged Man and the docks. So we just got Hightown, Lowtown, and then docks for Kirkwall so far. Yeah, if that's the case, then the Blooming Rose, and then there's the Chantry. I'll probably just go to where the main thing is for now. Go talk to Aveline.
Welcome to the Hightown Market.
And then what's over here? These are just like more merchants, and then I wonder what the Blooming Rose is. But I'll go check that out after I get Aveline.
That's ridiculous. How could anyone...
I'm trying to think, because people, when this game came out, were very like hard on the visual design of it. But I feel like so far, at least, what I've seen is like pretty in line with what like makes sense with this area, and it's like very cool. Like obviously it's very square and brutalist, but I think all of that's like super intentional. Like this like iron eagle and things like that. Like it has like a very cool design to it, even if it's very like bleak and horrific. Like it would drive me insane living here, but I think that it works well for how this place is supposed to look. I've entered a companion home base. Can I go in here? Uveric.
We're good. Go.
Cool. Kirkwall City Guard. Okay, looks like, yeah, it's just the Kirkwall Guard. This, like,
Aveline.
bounty board is fucking insane.
Hello, Hawk.
That's it.
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
Oh, that makes sense. I appreciate that.
A person in your position seems like they might learn some profitable things.
You know better than to ask that.
Oh.
One day you'll be frustrated enough to go for it.
It's like I'm sitting on my hands. There are dangerous people in this city. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
The Blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
It's not how I wanted to say goodbye. I'll say that.
You can't go home again. That's supposed to be about maturity. It's not the same if you don't have the option.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
Fair enough.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Caleb.
It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. What about you, Carver? You were there. Do you feel something similar?
He was there?
No.
How the fuck did you
Alright,
survive
then.
that shit?
Bit of a tit, your brother.
Yeah. It's true.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing.
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
I'm no guard, Aveline.
There's only so many of us. Temporary recruits are expected time to time, as long as they're competent. You still claim to be competent, right?
Claim to be.
You have a name, or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers, though.
But
like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
we're just gonna kill him and not worry about it.
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And one or two were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You pay attention to what's missing, and when people arrange escape routes.
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts, and someone else will lead a patrol. But there's profit and influence to be had. You're my friend, so I'm offering.
Let's do it.
All right, Aveline. I'll play guard for you.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the guard.
Fair enough. Cool, so now I have a third party member. And yeah, I'll round out her constitution. And then I might as well round out her willpower while I'm at it. That's something all of them need a little bit of, at the very least. Okay, I definitely want to get, like, immune to flanking, immune to crits. Those both seem really strong. Aveline's pretty great. Study of the Fifth Blight. I think that was the one. Yeah, that's the one that was in Origins.
Not going to happen.
That's not really my thing.
What do you mean? Your whole thing is picking locks. But I guess that one is plot locked. I guess I'll walk around here and see if there's just, like, stuff for me to steal or whatever.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Oh. I'm not allowed through there.
The Viscount must be terribly busy.
Yeah, this has a very interesting, like, autocratic design to it, which is not something that I picked up on when I first played this game as a kid. Ooh. What is this? Okay, I got a quest for that bottle of alcohol. And you're not good enough to open that chest yet. So I'll have to come back. The Viscount is suspicious, but the bribe was sufficient to gain access to the restricted section of the archives. The money would have been better spent elsewhere, the archives being almost devoid of Imperium-era records. When the slaves revolted, they hunted magisters and burned the city, at least the parts that could be burned. One account says that the streets were littered with piles of scrolls and books and set aflame. Is our quest futile? Did the slaves destroy the answer? As Mafarath's armies toppled the Imperium, they sent 3 magisters and their legions here. They never arrived, but why march here of all places? What were they coming here for? Behind a panel with curious markings signed the Band of 3. It's kind of cool. It's like a weird, like...
How much longer do I have to wait?
Like, cryptid thing?
Good day.
Hierarchy of the Circle. It's basically just the stuff that we saw in Origins. About the harrowing and things like that. Okay, so I actually want to look at all of my quests. So the big goal is getting 50 sovereigns to do the Deep Road thing, which is a cool kind of like first objective. And then we have like the delivering the amulet and going to Gamlen's house. Holy shit. Okay, and then I think all this premium content stuff is just like items and things like that. And then occasionally requested in the Lowtown Bazaar, although elves rarely do so openly. Okay, so this bottle's like a thing that I could sell to someone. Let's check out Gamlen's house before we leave the city.
A Ferelden in the guard. What will they think of next?
You have a problem with that?
Me? My family's not native either. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the Guard.
I'll give them plenty of reason to change their minds.
You know, it's possible they're just scared shitless of you. That's my theory, anyway.
It's understandable. She did beat that Darkspawn to death with her bare hands. Badly copied leaflet. Take back our streets. Ferelden refugees, Qunari soldiers. Who next? Tevinter slavers snatching children out of their beds? This ends now. Send a message that Kirkwallers will not accept this. We must band together to drive foreign waste from our doorstep. Reclaim the free marches for the marchers. If you care about our future, join the Friends of Kirkwall. Reclaim our city. Keep the flame alive, I guess. Jesus Christ. So, looks like we've got a lot of crazy shit brewing here in Kirkwall already. You know, now that I think about it, maybe it would behoove me to... I want to take a look. Is everyone's experience... Okay, everyone does not have even experience. Which is kind of mildly problematic. Let's go ahead and do some stuff. Thankfully, I think I remember enough of this game to remember where companions are. So I think I'll kind of be working to get as many people as I possibly can without doing too many quests.
If it isn't Hawk.
Still up to old tricks, Elegant.
Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now.
That's an insane name.
You were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then?
Could be better. Could be worse.
I often feel the same way. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
Okay. So, yeah, this is like making potions, which works the same as the rune crafting. I wonder if these are like these are consumables, or if they're just like an item that is on a cooldown that I then like upgrade or whatever. Okay, so since I'm trying to get people, I think I'm gonna start with, let's open up my journal and then do this one for delivering Flemeth's amulet. This looks kind of like a little different environment-wise. I know that's something that people complained about a lot when this game came out, is that the scale is much, much smaller than it is for Origins. So your areas that you can go to are a lot more limited. and people were very critical of the game's environmental design, in kind of saying that it all looked exactly the same, like brown and kind of featureless, but this looks pretty good. I'm just talking about elf root. So now I have that as like a source, I guess, for crafting potions.
Old Shemlin, your kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
Shamlin.
What's a Shemlin?
An elven slur for human.
It means you're not one of the people, and you should leave now.
Who are you people?
We are the last of the Elven.
Keep that in mind, Hawk. Elves you see elsewhere, figments of your imagination.
They have given up their identity to live among Shemlin. They're elven no more.
The elves in this look a lot different than... or look a little different. I like how kind of alien they look in this. They look a little freaky.
I'm not expecting tea and cakes. I just need to see someone.
There's nothing here for any human.
Wait. This is the one the Keeper spoke of.
A Shemlin? I thought he'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marithari has been waiting for you.
Cause trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
I like how they all have Welsh accents, too.
Marithari, I was told to bring you this amulet.
It could just be like this clan in particular, because they're not Ferelden or whatever, though. But...
Andaran Atishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marathari. Let me look at you. There is a light in your heart, human. Don't let it go out. You will need it. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
Your guards said you spoke of me. How did you know I was coming?
I listened. To the wind, to the birds, as the hunters do, to my dreams. I watched the stars. There is great wisdom to be found all around us, if you know how to listen for it. But I was not certain.
True.
Nothing is certain.
So fucking true. God, the elves are so fucking good.
Exactly what have I been carrying around? Is it magic?
It is a promise, child. Made by one whose word still has weight. And therefore, it has terrible power. There are few things in this world stronger than a promise kept. Remember that.
Well, I like how I think every time I pick one of these investigation options, it changes these slightly so that they naturally segue from the question into proceeding the dialogue forward, which is cool.
Are you the leader of these Dalish? Why did the witch tell me to bring this amulet to you?
I am the keeper of this clan. It is my task to guide my people and to ensure the old ways are not forgotten. As for Asha Bellinar, I am tied to her, just as you are, by a debt that must be repaid.
I actually kind of like the,
But I was not certain. Nothing is certain.
kind of like this line of going through it.
A dragon fell from the sky, charred some darkspawn, then asked me to bring you this amulet. No big deal.
You are blessed by luck, then. I will pray that Mithal watches over your path. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain, and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice, or heir.
Yeah, you dumbass.
Meryl would have taken my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I'm super down.
That seems a little odd.
It is her wish, and I must grant it. You'll find Meryl waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shiral.
This mountain is cursed, I swear.
The Tale of Ilorin. What is this? I'm just gonna skim this real quick. Oh yeah, Ilorin, the keeper of this clan. Written by Zathrian. That one sounds kind of familiar.
Maybe it's not the mountain. Maybe it's just you that's
Watch your steps, Yam.
You always
don't
know just what to
how
say
many
to put
Dalish
my mind at
arrows are
ease.
trained on you right now.
Blood writing. Ooh, okay. I think I want to read this one. After my encounter with the Dalish elves on the road to Navarra, I studied every book on the elves I could find. I sought out legends, myths, and history and tried to make sense of it all, but there is only so much one can learn from books. I knew that in order to truly understand the Dalish, I would have to seek them out. A dreadful idea in hindsight. In my defense, I was young and also inebriated when the idea popped into my head. Unfortunately, even after I had regained some measure of sobriety, the idea still held appeal. It proved remarkably resistant to my attempts to ignore it. I gave in after months of that nagging thought at the back of my head and set out to learn about the Dalish firsthand. I trampled through the forests bordering Orlais for weeks before I finally found, or was found by, a Dalish hunter. I stumbled into one of his traps and suddenly was hanging from a tree with a rope around my ankles. So there I was, defenseless upside down with my robe over my head, my underclothes on display. Descriptions of my predicament might elicit laughter these days, but trust me when I say it was a situation I would not wish on anyone. Thankfully, my ridiculous appearance may have caused my captor to stay his hand. What threat is a silly human with his pants showing? And so he sat, made a small fire, and began to skin the deer he had caught. I soon mustered the courage to speak. I tried to assure him that I was not there to harm him, but he laughed at this and replied that if I were to harm him, I had failed terribly. If I were there to harm him, I had failed terribly. Eventually we got to talking, and when I say talking, I mean that I asked him questions, and occasionally he would deign to answer. He told me that while some Dalish actively seek out human travelers to rob or frighten, most of his people would rather be left alone. He seemed to believe that punishing the humans for past actions only led to more violence. I asked him about the intricate tattoos on his face. He told me they were called Valistlin, blood writing. His were symbols of Andruil the Huntress, one of the most highly revered elven goddesses. He said the Dalish mark themselves to stand out from humans, and from those of their kin who have chosen to live under human rule. He said the Valistlin remind his people that they must never again surrender their beliefs. When he finished skinning the deer, he cut me down. So he was just hanging upside down the whole time. By the time I had righted myself and conquered the dizziness of all the blood rushing out of my head, he was gone. I do not recommend that my readers seek out the Dalish for themselves. I was very lucky to have met the man that I did, and to have walked away from our meeting unscathed. Perhaps the Maker watches over those who seek knowledge with an open heart. I certainly would like to think so. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar, by Brother Genitivi. Yeah, I really like the Dalish tattooing thing in its style. I think it's very fucking cool looking. The ones in this game are a lot more faded than they are in 1 from what I remember, and in Inquisition. Okay, so this is a codex entry about Arlathan, which we learned about in the first game. It was like the ancient city that the elves lived in ancient times, where they were immortal, and it was kind of idyllic. but the humans showed up. And, brought human diseases. For the first time in history, elves died of natural causes. What's more, those elves who spent time bartering and negotiating with humans found themselves aging, tainted by the humans' brash and impatient lives. So, yeah, they kind of, as this story goes, the outside influence on elven culture kind of led them to start aging again. And, by the Ralafaran clan of the Dalish Elves. I wonder how many clans there are. I don't think there are a lot of things that specify. Sell all my junk. Do I want to keep this? Ooh, that's really nice that it has all of the equipped information on it. And it looks like, yeah, everything has like a star rating from 1 to 5. So it's kind of like a clear way to communicate how many tiers there are. And do I not have that equipped? Oh, am I supposed to? Okay, so here's... Can I put this on? Oh, it's like a rogue specific piece of gear. Can you put it on? Oh, only I can. So I could definitely sell that. And this is like a robe. Can I put on these gloves? I can. Oh, and they have stat requirements now. I guess they always did, but I don't really remember them having willpower requirements before, just magic. When the ring, that generic ring does do something. And these are... all of these are consumables, so I wonder if the potion making just makes the consumables better, or if it just lets you craft more of them or whatever. Sell all that.
Shemlin. Wonderful. Make your business here quick.
Oh wait, was there a quest? That map that I picked up? Do I still have that in my inventory? Wait, hold on. I didn't sell that, did I? I would hope not. I would imagine that both of those are probably like... they just become quest items once I pick them up. But is there a way for me to view quest items in my inventory? Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna not worry about it and then hope that it sorts itself out. It's gone forever. Don't say that. Don't say that. If it is, I'm gonna fucking freak out, but that's fine. Lesson learned, I guess. Look at this bug.
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anathera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... it's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Meryl, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
Who are you?
We didn't get a proper introduction.
I am... or was, I suppose. The first to keep a Marathari. I've studied the old ways for as long as I can remember. I know things. The law of the Dalish. that can help us get to the summit of Sundermort.
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, all right?
I get the feeling you're in trouble.
It's not like that. Not exactly, anyway. The Keeper and I have disagreements, but it will sort itself out in time.
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
That glowing thing you were holding?
You seem awfully nervous.
I've never met a human before. Dalish mothers frighten their children with stories about you, you know. Not you, personally, of course. I'm sure they don't have any tales about you. Or not scary ones, at least. Not that you're not notable enough to have a story. I'll just shut up now.
You'll have to work harder than that to offend me. My name's Hawk.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
I miss the cold and the dirt. Kirkwall's not brown enough for me. But hey!
Are you sure
no
about that?
Darkspawn.
It's pretty brown.
Ferelden wasn't that brown. The dirt and muck gave it character. We should go. Your task is for Asher Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
Tell me about what we're doing.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. Dark things are about.
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asher Bellinar's amulet. And we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally. My people tell stories of her, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Asher Bellinar wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
That's like, if they suck.
Let's get this over with.
Let's go.
Here we go again.
Got corpses.
Let's finish this.
Go forth, my dog.
The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
All Keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all Elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a Keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
And a cool job it is.
Can't demons possess Dalish mages?
It can happen. And when it does, the clan must hunt and kill their own Keeper.
Goddamn.
Does the Chantry know about the Dalish mages?
Oh, they know. Keeper Marathari told me that was one of the reasons we never camped too long in one place.
Yep.
They usually won't pursue us if we stay away from the cities and towns and keep moving. But my clan is now in more danger, having lost our Hala.
No.
If you go
Not
to
the Hala.
Kirkwall, you'll be an apostate in a city full of Templars.
I know. But if I don't go to Kirkwall, I'll be alone. A solitary elf is easy prey for anyone. In the city, I can get lost in the crowd.
Please, keep turning skeletons into toads for us.
But I never... Right. Not literally. Happy to help. I've done a little fighting before, but it was always alone. I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again. Let's go.
I love Meryl. I feel like a lot of people like Meryl. She's very, she is extremely likable. And her anxious kind of demeanor that she has going on. I wonder if there's like a key for, like a hotkey for target or for selecting everyone. Oh, okay. I can't select multiple party members at once. It's just kind of like an individual thing, like Knights of the Old Republic. It makes sense that they would do that for this, considering that it came out on consoles and controlling multiple
So the Keeper
companions on
finally found someone
consoles
to
kind of
take you from here.
impossible.
Yes.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
Why are you being so mean?
I'm sensing a story here.
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
Sundermount seems very mountainous today, doesn't it? Lots of rock and hillside.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Let's go. We should hurry.
There's no reason to get all apologetic.
A landslide blocked the path. There's a cave that should take us to the other side.
Another elf root.
I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best. We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
But the Dalish are delightful. I was just thinking of inviting the whole clan over for tea.
I'm sure they'd never accept an... Oh. Right. Sarcasm. Even if my people don't appreciate my efforts, I must see this through. Let's go. Ashabelanar isn't known for her patience.
Oh, what a loading screen. It's kind of interesting the way we're going through this. She's not like technically in my party right now, so she's like a third or a fourth party member. Fifth if you count me, I guess. I wonder, can I like... Oh yeah, I can select multiple people at once. But if I do that... oh yeah. That's cool. I'm pretty sure that on the console version of the game you couldn't zoom out like that. You definitely couldn't do this like clicky drag thing. So it's kind of cool that they have like the tactical, like the overhead view that you can do of everyone. The Anderfells. These are the most desolate place in all the world, for two blights have left great expanses of the steppes so completely devoid of life that corpses cannot even decay there, because no insect or grub will ever reach them. That's terrifying. So the Anderfells are just like a desolate wasteland. Got some silverite for crafting runes. Oh shit. I'm trying to think about a wise way to spend this hex that I have. These are looking pretty okay so far. I wonder, am I like... I do seem like I'm recovering mana during combat, but just very slowly. Okay, yeah, so I picked up that thing, and then it became a quest, and then it no longer became junk in my inventory, so I don't have to worry about selling those, actually. Thank God. What's this? Oh, it's like blocked off for now.
Get ready!
Ooh, demons. This guy's a shit ton of health. I just noticed that there aren't like damage numbers flying out of everything. I wonder if that's a setting or if it's just not how this game does stuff. Interface maybe? Oh yeah, damage numbers, status effects. I definitely want all of that. Ooh, and there's an option for hiding the helmet. Look at that. We're progressing. A little bit of a level up. I guess I want to keep these like kind of even because gear requires both of them. And then for this, I need to put like another point. So let's get, ooh, I do want to improve this heroic aura. Or I could get this 100% stun versus any enemy. It's pretty good. And then sleep all enemies in an area. Yeah, I think I'll get that because it seems really good. More strength. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to go up this in order to get that, but can't do that yet, which is okay. Permanent resilience against damage of all types. Complete knockback immunity. Magic resistance. That seems good. Let's get the movies around a little bit just in case I actually end up using them. What is this? Okay, so yeah, shield defense, and then that seems totally fine. And then for you, what is this? Rogue attacks with greater speed. Seems like a good thing to put on. And then you don't have any passives. Or sustain abilities or whatever. I think one thing that's kind of funny about streaming is it makes you painfully aware of your vocal tics. Notice that I say or whatever at the end of a lot of sentences, which I need to train myself to not do. I've heard a few others say that a few times. Yeah, I think it's probably a common one. Oh, hell yeah. Blood magic.
Right. That was not normal.
That was blood magic.
Yes, it was blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
It did. It's true that they do tend to not keep helping.
Sure, demons are very helpful. Right up until they take your mind and turn you into a monster.
Well, yes. But that won't happen. I know how to defend myself. Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights. In the days of Arlequin, the elders came here to sleep. Uthanara, the endless dream they called it. But they don't sleep peacefully anymore.
Like the Fade? Or just this specific place? Deep mushroom. I think these were the ones that, it was the closest thing to like a stamina potion that existed in the base game. I guess you do need a little bit of constitution for your abilities. For two-handed, bigger radius, bigger crit chance, those are good.
I knew this would happen.
Assassins, oh, okay, so we got some archers. We gotta kill this guy though. Hey guys, I would like everyone to... Ooh, I can shift click. That's good. I like that. And then can I like... Oh. Oh yeah. Absolutely melt that guy. There we go. Okay, so if I have people selected, are they gonna like use abilities? Or is it like the first one? Or they do not? Oh, I think they were. I think they were doing it. Oh yeah, they will. Okay, that's cool. I like that. So then I can actually keep everyone selected and then move and focus on enemies as a unit. That's a lot fucking nicer. The numbers look kind of horrible. I'm gonna turn those off. Glad the audio isn't as horrifically imbalanced as it is in the first game. It's quite loud for me, but for the levels it seems perfectly fine.
Place the amulet on the altar, and I'll begin the rite.
I'm gonna turn the numbers off, but I'm gonna keep the status effects on, because knowing when those are happening is pretty good. Attributes all into cunning. And then get Bianca'd.
Aharin amalana salen. Emma ira au bella zeviranam. Isalahamin vinanhim dofilas. In Uthanera narivas.
Oh, there she is again. Yes. Yes.
Tishan Ashabalanar.
One of the people. I see. So young and bright. Do you know who I am, beyond that title?
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly.
I love how they call the Dalish elves the people.
Their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
No one wanted to buy it. Maybe because it had a witch inside.
Just a piece. A small piece. But it was all I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, it already has.
Morrigan?
Is that someone I should know?
She's a girl who thinks she knows what is what better than I or anyone. And why not? I raised her to be as she is. I cannot expect her to be less.
I'm not sure whether she's your daughter or your enemy.
Neither is she.
Why did you need me to bring you here?
Because I had an appointment to keep. And because I did not want to be followed. You smuggled me here quite nicely.
I don't understand. Are you some kind of vision?
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things. I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole. A bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
A fragment?
You do not need to understand, child.
Fair enough.
Know only that you may have saved my life.
Understood.
Just as I once saved yours. An even trade, I think.
You have plans, I take it.
Destiny awaits us both, dear boy. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice. We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap.
Foreboding.
It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges.
Are we going to regret bringing her here?
Oh, silence door.
Regret is something I know well. Take care not to cling to it, to hold it so close that it poisons your soul. When the time comes for your regrets, remember me. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Maceranus Ashabelanar.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy.
Dragging up. Well, it's good to know that Flemeth is doing well. We wish her all the best. And if you don't, then I don't fuck with you.
Here we go.
Oh fuck, I stepped on a fucking trap. You know, actually, I'm gonna go into my options and I'm gonna see if there is a key binding. Yeah, for select full party. It's Control A. That's kind of nice. Ooh, what was that? Oh, I got pulled toward him, but the camera was just super slow. Cool. see. I wonder if companions get experience when they're outside of your party. I know they definitely don't, like, just share experience, because when you get new guys, they
What do you do, Adeline?
have different levels and stuff.
God. Why are you asking?
I mean in your off-duty hours, for fun. You've heard of it, I hope.
These are my off-duty hours.
And the trend of you scaring the piss out of me continues.
What are you gonna do, pee your pants?
Not likely.
Oh, fuck. Just gonna head out, just in case, I don't really want to get too much experience without people in my party.
Masarana's child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Dalen.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart.
Oh, she looks so fucking sad.
Elganon. Is this really where the elves live?
Not the prettiest part of Kirkwall, but it doesn't have a view of the giant chains. Take what you can get.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
Working your way up will be fun. Alright, that was a lie. It won't be fun.
Some adventurer I am. Barely set out and I'm already daunted. Thank you for everything. For all your help. Will you come visit me? Not now, of course. But maybe later. I could use a friend.
Of course.
Of course. But only because you used that "you kicked my puppy" voice.
Thank you. Oh, I'm thanking you too much, aren't I? I mean it, though.
Alright, so that's Meryl get. We're gonna bench Dweebenheimer over here in favor of Meryl. And then, oh, she has some level ups. Maybe she does have, like, similar experience to everyone else. Okay, and you've got Spirit, and you've got Primal, and then you have your character-specific ones. Oh, and a little bit of Entropy. I'm gonna have her not do any of this, because obviously I have that niche filled, so she'll be... It's cool that she has, like, both of these, so I can have her do these. Let's see, what is your... Do you have, like, blood magic stuff? Spellcasting consumes health instead of mana, immune to conventional healing. Okay, so that's, like, slightly nerfed from how it was in Origins. I think because in Origins it was, like, totally fucking insane. Arcane. Let's see, so Spirit would be like Walking Bomb, Death Siphon. I'll probably have her do more of this. And then tactics, I can have her focus on presets controller. I want to do, yeah, damager. And then for you. Tank defender, that's perfect. Range controller. Yeah, that works. And then
Greeting.
okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick save here, and then I'm gonna ignore that lady
Know what the big tree is for?
for now.
It's sort of pretty, I suppose.
Elven alienage. Kirkwall's alienage is even more dilapidated than the rest of Lowtown, but the elves go to great lengths, keeping the place looking bright and festive. The Van Nadal Tree of the People, standing in the middle of the alienage, is a symbol for elven pride and shared cultural identity, and it is lovingly cared for. It's difficult to say if the elves would continue confining themselves to the alienage if they were given the chance to mingle. They may not admit it, but some feel that living among their kind is far better than living with humans, no matter how terrible alienage life may be. So I guess it's sort of like a mix between outside social pressure and
That's the job for you.
like
I know, but it might help me not get caught.
You probably shouldn't have said that part.
Why?
Just... never mind.
what's this? Oh, that's for going to Gamlen's house. So I wouldn't normally do this, like if it was my first time playing through the game, but since I don't necessarily remember how completely to where to go to get more companions, I'm gonna take a look on the internet. So I'm gonna find out okay. Let's see, I've got okay, yeah, those are both companion quests for those guys. We're gonna go check out Gamlen's house, actually. And we're here, so that is a good opportunity to do it anyway.
No offense to your uncle, but this house smells like really old cabbage.
Oh, there's the dog.
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter, their eldest.
Oh, Hawk's dad was also a mage. And he was an apostate. Okay, looks like got some letters from Ethenril. Your year's up and you're free to go. Despite what you think, we had a good thing working together. I might pass along an opportunity or two if you're willing to get your hands dirty. Stay safe. The Black Emporium. Greetings. You do not know who I am, but I have heard of you. I understand you might need items from my collection as well as the means to obtain them. I do not extend this invitation to anyone, but you are not simply anyone, are you? Consider this an invitation to the Black Emporium. Enclosed are directions through the passages underneath the city, as is the charm to enter. If you give the charm to another, its permission will immediately be revoked, and the consequences will be unpleasant. Adieu, Xenon. To whomever elects goddamn. To whomever elects to participate in the charitable deed of assisting the Vale family of Starkhaven, His Most Worthy Highness Prince Sebastian Vale has provided instructions for anyone brave and noble enough to attempt eradication of the rabble who dared attack his family. Okay. That was a pretty funny slip. 3 groups of Flint Company mercenaries have been sighted in the Kirkwall vicinity. One group makes camp not far from the Elves of Sundermount. Okay, this is just the location of those guys from the Chanter board or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break to get a glass of water and stuff, but I will be back in one moment.